Yeah, I think the creativity has to show for Moon. That's what we need to see from him. We need to see the different variations. Remo was saying this matchup can be a little bit limited these days, but I think Moon has to show us why he's been so good for so long. Always innovating. And versus Happy, I feel like you need to. I don't know if you can play the same game plan all 5 games if we even make it there. He's got to do something different. So we'll see if he can do it.
Let's see if he can do it indeed. Happy representing Aurora team, Moon representing DRX. The winners of the 2 previous W3Champions finals clashing here in the semis. Remo Demo, are you ready?
I am ready indeed. Let's kick off this hopefully epic best of 5. Last Refuge for our first map. Last Refuge normally a pretty good map for going for Tavern Hero, Ancient of War creeping, and then pretty easy expansion play. Which is why I'm really surprised to see Moon go for the standard, normal, safe opening. Just a normal Ancient, Ultra build with the Demon Hunter, Ancient of War at the green. Nothing extraordinary at all so far.
Right on. My biggest question is, how often will we see the Firelord? Will he make a return after the bug fixes earlier this week? Do people even know? Because someone at Blizzard forgot to post about it. Happy on the other side, the path is clear. It's DK, it's ghouls, it's aiming for that 9-minute timing. If something happens in the early game where, like an Acolyte going down, he could also go for late game expansions and delay his timings a little bit. Moon gotta be ready at all stages of the game.
Yeah, didn't get the experience unfortunately for the Acolyte, but killed it still is. No easy scouting there for Happy anymore. Bit of an unnecessary risk, I almost want to say, by Happy. Using the Acolyte there at this camp, he's always gonna get ensnared. There's 2 trappers right there. 2 of many trappers, by the way, on this map. We saw yesterday how many ensnares can fly.
That's right, poor Dice. He was kind of shackled by these creeps. Demon Hunter gets level 2, got the claws, that's nice, gets vision, it's also nice. We've seen a lot of vision yesterday and last week. Spy Happy with a couple of shades. Let's see, this will be part of this matchup here as well. We got Dust, we got the Hood, we got Rods. So far, so standard. Moon trying to harass.
He's a little bit late to the party because he plays a Sentry Ward first. Quite a while ago, Moon was playing a heavy creep build on this map with Immolation, not just in the early game, but also level 2 and level 3 Immolation later, and a Panda second, trying to creep up insanely fast, out-level Happy, and then with winning with strong late-game heroes in Panda and Demon. Didn't exactly work out, but it looked kind of like a promising strategy. I wonder if he's considering that option again.
There was a sweet play, attempted play by Happy with the DK in the shadows, aiming for a ghoul surround. This might still work, but the dead horse of the DK, not fast enough to get the big buddy up front, but Happy clearly the aggressor now.
Demon at the shop goes for the circlet and boots. Good old combo the Demon has enjoyed for many, many years. Archers now out of 3 of them seem to be enough. Moon with an unusual base build, by the way. The Moonwell is not really forming a wall in front of the base, but rather way kept in the back. Seems like he wants to have them in a safe position to keep healing from in case he gets pushed.
Yeah, this is something that I know from Lawlion. Protect the wisps at all cost. It's not that accessible though, in case you are getting pushed, but it's also careful here. Way safer, of course, for the wisps and the Moonwells itself.
Tier 2 finishing soon. This could be a Naga game for both players. With the Demon Hunter low level, the Undead will oftentimes feel tempted to go for Naga, keep the pressure on, keep the levels low on the enemy Demon. An early shop for Moon, by the way. This is also pretty unusual. Normally we see quick tier 3 these days. This shop might mean tier 2 expansion? Maybe?
Okay, DK only at 40%, tech still running, and Moon finally gets to creep a little more with more HP, always useful. Engine of War a bit exposed, but no end snares here. A coil secures the kill, it's about every single little point.
Second hero time. Naga in the middle for Happy. No Naga for Moon, by the way. No second hero at all yet. Demon Hunter chasing for a kill. Oh, but the Naga slowed down. Might just be enough to deny. Nope. Demon gets a kill here. All right, bit more experience to his docket. What's Moon doing, though? No tier 3 until I say it. Okay, there it is. Tier 3 and lures with an early shop for which we haven't seen the use yet.
Maybe he's banking on the solo experience on the DH to get level 3 a bit faster? Because this one hero play worries me a little. He doesn't get much done. He's surviving at the moment and he dodges Happy's Naga timing. But eventually you need a second hero.
But the DK is in level 3. No archers died. Tier 3 is coming up. Happy's not been able to find too many insane items. I think this is a good early game for Moon, actually. Time now to pick up the second hero with tier 3. Wait, is he ahead of the undead? He's ahead of the undead. That is extremely rare.
I mean, he queued the tier 3 immediately after reaching tier 2. I think even before the lures or shortly after. Naga is out. Rare to see 2 Nagas joining the fray and none of them gets attacked or killed. So if Moon gets level 3 DH now, I would certainly join you in praising Moon's early.
Ancient Boys in position at the next camp. Merc camp should be easy to get, but Happy also with a good snipe takes the item away from the opponent. It's a bad item, unfortunately. Scroll the Beast would be a sell for both, most likely, but that's still more gold and an opportunity for the next consumable. Moon wants to contest for it, though.
With a mana burn, that would be possible. And there is mana burn. Does Happy know? Gets it!
Oh, sick! Another ghoul. That's 3 ghoul kills in the early game. That is very rare to see for Happy.
Yeah.
4 ghoul kills, I think.
That is a big mana, of course. Happy side of the map provides you with a mana item. That is clear. Another kill, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, Moon.
3 on the demon. This is really, really good play so far by Moon. Question is, though, can he hold on in the late game when Happy can unfold all of his micro abilities?
Now it's time for level 3 to take even more mana away. And mind you, no evasion throughout the entire game, at least thus far, until he gets either level 4 or a Tome of Retraining. But first and foremost, this is about the mana burn. He got it. Tier 3, he got it as well. He's going super wells instantly. Bear training up and Happy. He's going Lich 3rd, of course. So much was to be expected. Very passive now, working on his own level 3.
Couple of good items for the Demon already. Rune Bracers here would be absolutely phenomenal. There are also other good ones.
Bracers, of course. Scourge Bone Chimes, also nice for bears and demon alike. Maybe hippos in the very, very late game, but usually their anti-air capacity has been taken over by crows. We got an Ankh of Reincarnation, which I think Happy might sell, but it could be pretty good as he tends to lose heroes a little more than in the past.
Yep, to protect the Lich, to protect the Naga could be a good item, especially this Lich 3rd is going to be very frail for a long time. Unless he's given some circlets, maybe. We got 2 circlets on the Naga side. Happy getting ready for the push, but I think Moon is in a good position here to hold. I almost want to say easily.
Ooh, just so you wait. Happy is a pretty good player. Thank you, AMA Credit, for the 1,000 bits. Thank you, Miss Quaro, for the 11 month. Thanks for the passion. Love seeing you all together. Thank you, guys. How powerful is Happy's push after the ghoul kills?
No dryads yet, by the way. The bear gets caught next to the Moon Wells, trying to save himself with a lot of juice. Oh, that was expensive. Moon taking a long time to engage here. Seems unclear what he was waiting for. He's moving into master training now. The Naga isn't level 3 yet. That's really annoying against these ghouls. Naga getting hunted after as well. Demon needs to come over to save the second hero, and the TP transfers there just in time. I think that's just a botched engagement by Moon. Why didn't he just join the bear right away?
Very fumbly bumbly, as one of our favorite casters would say. all that good early game, all the amazing 9.5 minutes down the dumpster. Needs to go for items now as the moon wells are dry. Potions might be out of stock though. Oh, Moon, how do you save your game?
Staff trying to disable the coil. Demons DK out of mana for now, but the damage has been done, man. There's been so many kills. Yeah, it's right. It's important to have the right engagement, and Moon didn't. This was so weird. It's not like even there were 2 more bears coming from the lures. What was he waiting for? Why didn't he just engage before all the Moonwell juice was used up? Maybe just panicking for a moment? That was weird. That was just a very poor engage.
And Demon Hunter's on the chopping block here. One more focus fire and he dies, and so he does. GG. Happy, ice cold as ever.
Man, like, yeah, the 4 ghoul kills, the early game, it seemed perfect for Moon, and then it's just, he just loses. Happy just pushes and still just wins the same way he always wins, regardless of how the early game goes, as it seems. He did have the greater mana, which he, spent 3 ghouls to get, so, well worth it, I suppose. But, yeah, Moon, is that really all it takes? He loses the 1 bear, loses a little bit of Moon Juice, and then just gets dominated. Small mistakes, man. Small mistakes against Happy.
That is, of course, not allowed. But I guess the beginning of the game was a good sign. Moon played really, really well, and if not for the 1 engagement, he would have had a good chance. That's something to take with you into game 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
And 6. And 7.
Why not?
Okay.
All right, we are on map number 2, Moon's first map pick, Autumn Leaves, which has been in W3Champions for a long while, but not seen in too many tournaments these days. But in our beloved one is appreciated, is also appreciated by Moon. What is going to be the playstyle? I would have expected a pivot from the previous attempt, though the Demon Hunter looked good early. I think that was just Moon playing well. It wasn't exactly the Demon Hunter being a super strong strategy. Wouldn't have been surprising to see him go neutral hero, excuse me. But no, it's Ultra again. Should be Demon Hunter again.
Interesting, eh? No deviation. Moon on the player cam right there looked quite annoyed, I gotta say. Obviously, he holds himself to the highest of standards. That engagement there wasn't the highest of standards. Hopefully he can fix this. Autumn Leaves, it is a very brawly map. Happy on the bottom left-hand side, 2 maps away from yet another grand final. We do see a keeper of the Groover.
Okay, I like to see this. Moon is going to try to rely more on hit-and-run play, disruptive play, and expansion play. That's normally always where he's the best. I think this is the prime reason why he's suffering so much against Happy over these last few years. Happy has just figured out how to prevent Night Elf Expos in most situations, or to kill them right before they have become too lucrative. And this has punished Moon many a time. But he's going to try it again. And I think this is a good map for it, right? Great map for keeper creeping. Pretty easy to expand on. You can get it up proxy pretty early on, especially if Happy's perhaps not in the right place at the right time.
Also a great map to throw some support to us, just like Mouse just did. Thank you very much for the 62-month resub. We got some long-lasting subs here to celebrate W3Champions finals. All right. Happy is here with an Acolyte, always gotta be respected. Moon did that on last Refuge, Moon does it here. That slows him down a little bit, and in classic Happy fashion he has warmed up and this time saves the Acolyte, but couldn't get the Berserker, and yet again, it's a clause, which is very helpful in early games.
Do you guys also have crazy spikes on this server?
Nope, I had it on game 1, but this is now fine.
Oh, great. But the other way around. Okay, hopefully I'm not gonna lag the players.
Fingers crossed.
Keeper here, making his first little venture across the map, trying to keep the DK busy. Look for perhaps for some low HP ghouls, but Happy's not showing any of them. Using the trees and Archer up north to creep, that's nice. That will be a fast level 2.
Distracting here. Gets the DK's attention, as he knows it's only level 1, but he sees the Unholy Aura already, doesn't have to fear recoil, and there I say it, and it's unlocked, thanks to creeping at the same time. Moon, Tekken, more archers, pretty much the norm. What's he doing with the Keeper? I think the first attack didn't really succeed.
Yeah, and the creep route kind of misfired here. That's really annoying. He was trying to get level 2, kill the little Skelly there as well, but didn't get the Skelly. That's not level 2. That's Snow and Tangle for a long time. At least amazing items for the Keeper though. Mantle and Claws is absolutely wonderful. Yes, now also he has a bunch of archers and a Tree of Life coming in a very safe position, close to the main. Which I guess is where the map comes in really handy, because the main and natural are very, very close to each other.
Indeed, that takes very little time. Ring of Superiority for Happy after cleaning his own expansion, and more Keeper creeping. Way less disruptive than, for example, a Sonic would play it. Gets a ring now for his efforts as well. And Happy, he smells it, man. He smells that something's growing. The question is just where.
Is he gonna look for it? Behind the bend, Nidals oftentimes place it. It's not there though, it's a little bit further up. Keeper sees the enemy approach. Okay, is this enough damage? Does he have the calculations correct? Oh yes it is. Moon realizes it right away. Oh, that's a big cancel right there.
At least the tech is done. And how expensive can he make it? One ghoul is down, but that is also a lot of coils. The archers, to get into a safety position, have to walk through all the ghouls. 2 of them hurt, 1 gets saved.
6 saves so far. No archers have died yet, but it might be about to change.
6 saves on both sides, of course. We just don't mention it because we're used to seeing it from Happy. Ghouls sick. Archers hidden in the shadows. There is no, or there's one more dust here. Can't be trusted.
DK thirsting for one more kill. There it is with the coil, and that's level 3. And now we got the level 2 coil as well. Even more scary. Oh man, Happy's putting on the screws here on map 2.
He is a busy boy. He got another tournament later on. Wants to get a little rest after the grand final. 1/3 of the HP still on the DK, and ghouls are terrorizing the wisps as well. My god, this is rough. Lore's coming now, at least, but Happy's still everywhere.
And that is how Happy looks so often in this matchup. Dude, I'm glad I'm not a pro player who has to play against Happy in these tournaments. How terrifying it must be. How often he does this. Just so deadly. Happy, of course, one of the biggest legends of this game, but I feel like, especially against Night Elf, he turns it up to another level. And that's why we almost see never anybody beating him here.
Kao was able to take 2 maps at WAL, so it's not impossible. And if someone finds a solution here today, it's gotta be Moon. But how? Keeper, who's usually an early game hero, is clearly underleveled. The expansion play didn't work out, and I don't think there's gonna be a successful second chance for this. And Happy in the meantime. Tier 3 on the horizon. Slaughterhouse coming. Classic Fiend transition as well. But now leveling the Lichs.
Yeah, Kao is trying Moon is trying the Kaho strat of Titaners, which is Bears, Keeper, Demon, 1-based. Outside of Kaho though, I've never seen anybody pull this off. Moon will try it now today. But this has been a plan B, right? This wasn't the initial idea from the start. He wanted to expand, he wanted to go mass air most likely. But Happy has just figured that strat out so well, just never allows it these days.
Thank you, Killgrim, for the 7-month resub. But yeah, skeletons in the base, super annoying. Every time you take the wisps off, they gotta start from scratch when it comes to lumber. This might hurt in the long run. And DK and Lich are on a little field trip. Easy as that. Just take the camp away. Kinda surprising to not see a circlet on that Lich. Happy usually likes that, but no. Moon trying to claim the middle. Wonder if that gets punished.
Might have some time to do it as well. Happy's tier 3 isn't quite ready. In a few seconds it will be. He's going to pick up the orb, but Frenzy is still going to take a full minute. Demon Hunter now getting some much needed experience. He needs to get level 3 as soon as possible.
Maybe the items can help here. Devotion Aura is sweet, but the Undead push is rolling. 8 minutes 30. Only level 1 hero and no third hero yet, but it's just a matter of time. And just like Captain Hook, Moon is hearing the clock ticking.
So many ghouls as well. Unlike the first map, no ghouls died, and that's against the Keeper. And we can take out the Ancient of War here. Gathering up more resources, we're expecting a Naga, and then the commit into the main. Is Moon ready? He's gonna get level 4 Demon, just in time, just with the last creep. Will that be enough?
9 ghouls in this push. Destroyer isn't ready yet. This push is coming a bit earlier than usual. Also Master Training not up yet. Keeper stemming against the defeat here, but now Moon is supply blocked. Got an orb up, got solid items in general, and Happy backs off, losing a ghoul.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, the Destroyer form wasn't ready. Just a few seconds out. You really need those against Keeper. I'm very surprised not to see a Naga, by the way. No Naga third is rarely the case. Nice staff, saves the bear, the burns are good. Solid defense so far by Moon, but still supply blocked.
And that for quite some time. Next Moonwell is at 50%, Super Wells are coming up as well. But this looked way scarier than the push in game 1. And it was way better held. Gives us some hope for upcoming fights, because Moon is microing really good for the most part.
Yep, this looked good indeed. Keeper there, working out well. Before the Destroyers were up. But now the Destroyer is up, and more possibly to come. Also more creeping for Happy. He's gonna get a nice Mana Stone here from the middle. Got the Lich, and finally got the Nut.
Of course he gets the Mana Stone. I mean, what else was he supposed to get at this camp? Unbelievable, these items on Happy's side every single game. Moon working on defense upgrades. I like that. But will this help? Happy going for the Moonwell again. Moon needs to queue and get something started. At least he's able to squeeze out another Dryad for 47 food, but that's all you can get.
No boots in the Demon makes it very difficult to get into position quickly and put in the damage. He's got the orb on one of the heroes. Double orb would be very strong, but takes a while, also quite expensive. Happy with a 10 supply lead. Is trying to close this game out here already. If he doesn't have the best of fights, he can still back off. This doesn't have to be an all-in, but it can lead to victory.
Potion of Healing is the only thing that he can acquire. Coil Nova once again, or Nova at least, waiting for the next coil. Demon Hunter is taking so many hits, but Moon was expecting that. Eats the coil, can't end up on his own units now. Time to get rid of these devilish ghouls. Reju coming in, undispelled for a long time. Bear has to suffer for that, but the Demon Hunter is back in fighting shape.
But so are the ghouls still. You mentioned the 9 ghouls earlier, and they're so hard to bring down, man, when there's no AoE. No Fog Lightning, no Breath of Fire. These ghouls are damn tough to bring down over time. And while you're dealing with them, you're also taking more damage from the ranged heroes and the fiends. Moon is trying to kite in a big circle against this undead army, but it's so difficult to do, man. The Dryads quickly go down. 1 armor upgrade, not enough to protect him from all this damage. Happy with a 15 supply lead. Close to bringing this one on home.
How little is he losing, man? It's incredible. He's losing mana. That's pretty much it. No progress on the Keeper, just standing there. All the attention on the Demon, of course, would love to be able to afford another Orb of Venom, as you said, but despite being supply blocked, he just can't because all the resources are going into potion, staffs, and rebuilding whatever he can. But Happy is the devil in this matchup.
Yeah, fighting into nighttime, fighting to the main base, he don't care. And takes the 2-0. GG it is. Moon here trying something else with the Keeper expansion. Completely figured out. Easily cancelled. Happy is just such a demon in this matchup specifically.
And yeah, Moon's micro's been pretty good in the early games of both games so far. I would say, especially in game number 1, he didn't really lose anything, got the ghoul kills, didn't get anything surrounded, importantly, because Happy often always gets those surrounds. In game 2, the archers really nicely saved, but eventually it still crumbled. You can do nice micro and you can do nice micro, but then Happy just wears you down and you still lose, what was it, 2, 3 archers and a bunch of Moonwall cancels. Moon just slowed down too much to the point where Happy's push was way too strong, and somehow Moon still had a better defense in game 2 than he did in game 1, despite being at a big disadvantage still, and Happy having more ghouls. But same timing, the same sort of game, and 11 minutes, pretty much both games now, and that's 2-0 for Happy. No struggles at all so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is what worked for half a year. Why change it, right? Dice tried a Fire Lord in game 3 when he was most desperate.
Yeah.
Is Moon doing the same?
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna work, but come on, man, try it. I mean, the other options have looked desperately bad.
Yep. All right, we're ending up on another map. The GOAT is about to be eliminated. Will this be the second Night Elf in the second semi-final saying bye-bye to the War3Champions finals? Or can Moon come up with something? The upcoming map looks, on first view, pretty much exactly like the map before. And with that, you all know what it is. Ruins of Azshara.
All right, Ruins of Azshara could make for a surprise maybe, where Moon wasn't able to hide an expansion on map 2, as Happy found it. Here, he might be able to. Big map, lots of room to hide things, lots of space to get creative maybe. Perhaps here Moon can make use of one of his biggest strengths, the creativity and unpredictability. Although the hero will be the same one as before in one of the games, Demon Hunter it is again.
That you excluded the Naga the Warden this early on. Come on. Give us some hope for a Warden, but no, not in Moon's hands. Demon Hunter it is on Ruins of Azshara.
Players' forces are
Happy looked a bit uncomfortable because he didn't play it much because it's usually not part of the map pool. In WSB, the Korean Championship, it is part of the map pool. And maybe Moon has the advantage now to be a little more familiar with the map, but Happy is up 2-0 for a reason. 3 match points. Rough situation to be in.
Doing the creeps here at the start as well, making creeping a little slower. He killed the creep before the demon was out. Ugh.
That's a yikes. Well, it can only go uphill from here.
Is the green in the middle going to be enough for level 2 then? We will have to see.
players' forces are under attack.
He's creeping with immolation. It's a little annoying because there's healing involved here at the creeps, and Happy is in punching distance. DK's around. Oh, show some mercy.
Not enough for 2. Oh, it's not enough for level 2. Oh,
4
that is annoying.
XP.
That. Okay, if he gets a skelly, no harm, no foul.
He also skipped the trapper. Oh, Happy denies it, of course. Of course.
The trapper would have taken too long. Couldn't really go for it. He knew Happy was right there. Happy also has coils, by the way, which cannot get burned right now.
Now he gets it. But as he couldn't burn the coil, as you put correctly, that's another coil, that's another kill! And let's be honest, this is a semi-final.
Caught him right away. TP is going to be necessary. Happy. Firing on all cylinders here. Playing this very well so far. No big surprise, I guess. And Moon, some small slip-ups instantly get punished.
This looks so hopeless.
Players' forces are under attack.
This early game, it's all Happy. Like, even before Happy was there, Moon looked shook. Did this series fell apart already on Last Refuge?
It is feeling a bit resigned, almost. I mean, Moon's still gonna try to give it his best. He is a pro player, but on an emotional level, he must be feeling pretty in the dumps right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at body language. That tells it all. If you black out the entire Warcraft screen and the overlay, you look at the camera and you know who's leading. Like, Happy is once again 90% into his camera. Moon sitting straight up is good for his back for sure, but man, every fiber of Happy's body is working this game and it shows.
Perhaps though he can catch back up with the demon with immolation creeping still. There's ways to level up and get strong. Big item here, baby. Sobi mask. Okay, it's nice for a Naga. Sort of. Once she has the levels, but that's far away. The demon doesn't benefit much. He is going to benefit from level 3 though, which Happy still does not have.
Alright, Ancient of War also intact, can help in the defense. DK, sharking around. He oftentimes is either too early at the Merc camps, a bit ambitious on the Merc camps, or in this case too late at the Merc camps. Like Runes of Azshara, Happy at the Merc camps. It's not a huge love story.
Happy's gonna get level 3 here in a moment. I feel like we've seen this parallel ghoul creeping quite a bit from him as well. It's gonna be enough for the level 3. He just clocked it in. Moon now, though, moving with purpose on the map. Going from camp to camp. Very easy item steal here, by the way. If you play this map on ladder. Which I guess you can't anymore. But yeah, here you can see the items easily, as you can see. Demon Hunter picks up the great healing, which is wonderful for him.
It's a damn shame, by the way, that this map has been removed. And
True.
I hope it comes back very, very soon. Has good play rates, has good dynamics, and it's new, and it's fresh. Not so fresh is Moon currently, still fighting his best. Tech to tier 3 has started, lore's coming up, Demon Hunter progress is noticeable, but also the damage on the Demon Hunter is noticeable, so his offensive creeping for the time being over, especially since the Lich is out.
And now, normally Happy starts creeping with great alacrity. Quite a few units out now. The two heroes will be moving from camp to camp, getting ready for tier 3. First two maps have ended exactly the same way, with the tier 3 timing frenzy push, which Moon has had great difficulty in dealing with.
It's not this time though. Happy with the curveball.
Oh.
He wants more ice cream money for his ghouls, feeds, destroyers, and heroes. Expo tier 3.
Quelle surprise! And there's no wisps right around the corner to see it instantly. This is a difficult timing to read. Moon right now is only concerned probably with creeping up, getting the levels, getting ready for the push. This expansion might be way out of his priorities right now.
Yeah, once again, a shout out to Twitch chat. Happy is doing the same every single game. No. He has variations. Sometimes something in the early and mid game didn't go as planned. Runes of Azshara is a pretty rushable map, as the distances from main bases are rather close. But no, Happy keeps on being unpredictable, when prior to the series we thought that Moon would be the one throwing the curveballs.
Now the question is, when is Moon gonna find out? If he finds out pretty quick, he'll perhaps look for a cancel or just go for a counter expansion. Go for the late game. But there's still no scout. At some point, he must be wondering, where's Happy? Why is he not attacking? Where's the frenzy push? Because only creeping is happening right now.
That's right. And at least Happy should be knocking on your door. He did that on Autumn Leaves at the 9-minute mark. Happy will still do this, maybe to obscure... Oh, the bears! Oh, no!
Oh, no! If he gets surrounded, that would be so bad. Oh, my God. Double GNL bear, dude. Right before Master, right before they could get staffed.
Terrifying.
Breaking.
And also, he slaughters the shop right before orb timing.
Oh, God.
And before staff timing. This guy has no mercy.
A town is under siege.
How hard can I punish my opponent? Yep.
Expansion now up in mining. And Nerob is going to be upgraded there soon. Oh, Moon, what can you do? If you at least had the 2 bears, you know, maybe he can go for a big punch right now, but he don't.
He's only punching air. And he has to back up. Does he even know?
This is a sad series, dude. To be honest, this is a sad series.
It's good to cast with you, though. That's a good time.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves as much as we can.
Yep.
Not sure how much enjoyment Moon is finding today.
If you look at the player camera, dude, there's zero enjoyment at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
But we gotta say, like, Dice was closer to a victory than Moon was.
Alright, last-ditch effort by Moon. Supply is fairly even. There's no Nerob here yet. This was definitely a macro mistake by Happy. Not
Ghoul falling
prioritizing the Nerob enough.
to creeps. Ghoul falling to the demon.
Alright. Perhaps there is a way. One of Massing being used, though. Coil is in. Bear is dead. This is all time for the Nerob. The Nerob wants it up super strong against the demon, especially in the ghouls. Make it to the back. Take out the archers quickly. Still looks like a fairly easy hold for Happy, though.
I agree. Bears, Dryads falling in unison. Naga levels up, but what can he do? These mana destroyers destroyed, as the name suggests, these bears so much damage. Now they're out of juice. Now they're falling off a little bit, but there's still so many ghouls on the battlefield. There's still a level 3 Lich firing away. These fiends seemingly untouched. Destroyers get rid of all the rejuve. Was a wonky start to the fight, but then Happy took over in seconds.
And now the expansion is looking very secured. We got a Necro there. We got a Nerob tower. If Moon had an expansion behind this, his chances might be okay. But we, of course, can see that that's not the case.
Well, we do get our dream grand final, I guess. Moon stemming against the defeat with Immolation, with the Potion of Healing, but he just used the big Potion of Healing a second ago, and he's down to being dead again.
Player's forces
GG.
are under attack.
Just gonna call it. Yeah, I mean, nothing. Hopeless game there in the end, and a hopeless encounter for Moon these days. He just looks chanceless against Happy.
Yeah, what's to say, really? That was the most one-sided of 3 games that were all very one-sided there, Happy. The interesting expansion. I wonder if he was like, I'm already so far ahead. He doesn't have a TP. I killed that archer super early on. Why not just expand? Even though the push is working, why not do something that's even better than the push, which is getting a second base secured before tier 3 is even done? Who knows? But anything he did seemed to work, especially in that map, and Happy, rightfully so, goes on to the grand finals. And we do get Sock versus Happy, which I think we're all pretty excited for. I think we're all happy to see.
He might have eliminated 2 Night Elves. He might have eliminated the strongest Orc in the tournament, but he has yet to face his weakest matchup, and that is obviously versus Human. The 2 best players of this tournament, clearly, facing each other in the grand final. That's how it's supposed to be. That's not oftentimes, or not always how it is. But Sock was dominating the upper part of the bracket. Happy was dominating the bottom part of the bracket, even though Focus and at times Dice gave him a good fight. But this is the clash of giants coming up.
Yeah, they both only dropped 1 map the entire tournament. Yesterday, Happy dropped 1 to Focus, and today, Sock dropped 1 to Colorful, which was a very, very good map today that Sock dropped. So should be a good series. It's a difficult matchup that Happy's been struggling with, and it's a matchup that all Human players have been finding some really nice solutions in recently. I'm expecting a great best of 7 between these two. But first and foremost, we have another grand finals to get to.